These blurred colors of red and white are merely colors of a street. Colors of skin are treated differently than these colors of light in America today. Visibly, my skin has allowed me to avoid the questions of Peggy McIntosh's checklist. I don't have to worry about my skin color affecting where I live or being profiled while shopping because of it. I don't have rhetoric that was used by my ancestors still affecting my culture today, for those same people place my culture in a school system that doesn't align with our train of thought and with computers that have limited educational range. This was brought up in Antonio Lopez's book, Circling the Cross, Bridging Native America, Education, and Digital Media. This is what sparked my evolution of my culture identity in this class. My biases have evolved to an understanding of others and their hardships, more compassion for the obstacles that are complained about, but are brushed over by big media and my fellow whites. Also, the realization of my white privilege in the first place has helped shape my culture identity. This is the conversation I hope to pursue with my fellow whites. Peggy McIntosh's checklist really opened my eyes to things that aren't talked about but are deeply felt by others. I imagine how terrifying it would be to be scared that I might die for being pulled over by trigger-happy cops who profile me off my skin color, not me as a person or as an individual human being. I often ponder the hatred that was shouted by the whites during the Milwaukee civil rights movement and the bravery it took to march on Milwaukee in the face of racism. Relatively of how old Earth is and how long we have been recording history, these events should be treated like they were yesterday. These racist kids parented children, their rhetoric spilled onto them. Why in a racist city do you think there is severe segregation, one of the worst in the United States? I'm talking to you, Milwaukee. I think back to a classmate's post when he interviewed a friend who was half black and white. This post changed me yet again as the young man had to deal with negativity from both sides, something I never thought of or had to worry about. The realization that there is negativity from both sides furthered my understanding of the complexities of America today and how patient and compassionate we must be to mend these deep, deep wounds. All from these colors that have defined us. Humans strapped with significant minds, persuaded by the mere color of someone's skin. These colors that make people think something of you when you're just trying to get by like the rest of us. I'm now humbled by the obstacles that were not placed on me but were on others. I'm humbled by the invisible white privilege that was over my shoulder but went unnoticed to me for so long. My culture identity has morphed into a yearning to spread the knowledge of white privilege in a conductive manner. This will be my role in my community, to spread my knowledge of Peggy McIntosh's checklist, to talk to others about white privilege and obstacles that are right here in the state of Wisconsin, such as segregation. I think back to how naive I was to think my actions got me to this place, but privilege gravitated me towards success more than those that had obstacles placed on them because of their color or race. My culture identity has morphed into a humbled, more understanding identity, and one I wish to articulate to others. I have garnered knowledge in this class that I hope to pass on to the next generations.